Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Planet Keebler. I'm so glad you're here today. This is the channel where we're changing the world one video at a time. This is your place for positivity, spirituality, financial discipline, and health and wellness. These are some of the things that help us grow and thrive. In today's video, we'll be talking about living life one day at a time. So get comfortable, open your mind, and let's explore this topic together. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you vibe with the content. Now let's get into it. We live in a world that constantly pushes us to plan, predict, and prepare for what's next. We often forget the only moment that truly belongs to us is today. We live in a time where what's next is asked more than what's now. Even Canadian rapper Drake made a song called What's Next. Drake is telling the world about some of his many accomplishments. Yet there's always someone who wants to know what's next. The secret to peace, resilience, and even success does not lie in the distant future. The secret to success lies in the simple power of living one day at a time. When we take life in daily portions, it becomes lighter and more manageable. When we take life in daily portions, it becomes far less overwhelming. You will have less stress and less anxiety. Instead of carrying the weight of next month's problems or next year's possibilities, we should focus on what we can handle right now. Today's task, today's joys, and today's choices. This shift in perspective allows us to breathe more deeply and move through life with greater clarity and calm. Our lives unfold gradually. Our lives unfold one day at a time. Our lives do not unfold all at once. Each evening gives us a chance to pause and let go. The evening means the day is almost over. The evening means the day is about to end. When we pause and let go, this allows the world to continue without our constant effort. We can sleep peacefully, knowing that morning offers a fresh opportunity to embrace life with new insights and dreams. As I grew older, I adopted the phrase, "Tomorrow is a new day." This means, whatever I didn't finish today, I can do tomorrow. I always tried to make the most of the current day. I tried to do as much as I could. As I got older, I realized that there was no need to burn myself out. Today is the time between when you woke up and before you go back to sleep. The time between waking and sleeping is yours to shape. Today is a chance to live fully. Today is a chance to grow. Today is a chance to find joy and keep learning. Life becomes more manageable and fulfilling when we focus on it in daily portions. Think about the road ahead for a minute. Think about the future. Do you notice any stress or unease when you imagine what lies in the future? You might be adjusting to a recent lifestyle change. You might be adopting a healthier diet. You might be starting a new job. Or you just met someone and are starting a new relationship. You might feel overwhelmed by the long-term commitment in these situations. You might feel overwhelmed and stressed because it's hard to gauge the day-by-day adjustments when you look into the future. Every day is different. Every day brings something new. I like to tease my wife sometimes. My wife is very organized. She makes plans, but she doesn't like to overplan. So on purpose, I sometimes ask her, "Do you work tomorrow? What else do we have to do tomorrow?" She would always respond, "I don't like too much planning because something can go wrong." By bringing your attention back to just today, you may feel more at ease and confident in your ability to continue whatever you're doing in your life. Whatever short-term or long-term goals you have, it's better to face them one day at a time. This present-day focus can help you build trust that the future will unfold as it should. Living one day at a time doesn't mean we abandon our dreams or ignore the future. It means we understand the path to those dreams is paved with today's steps. You don't climb a mountain by leaping straight to the top. A mountain is climbed by placing one steady foot in front of the other. Each day becomes a building block. Each day becomes a chance to grow. Each day becomes a chance to heal. Each day becomes a chance to learn and to live with purpose. When we embrace the day at hand, we give ourselves permission to start fresh. We give ourselves permission to try again. We are now able to find joy in the small victories that might otherwise be overlooked. Life isn't meant to be conquered in giant leaps. Life is supposed to be embraced in gentle and consistent rhythms. The sun rises and sets regardless of our plans. Don't kill yourself stressing over what you can't control. If you're taking care of a sick parent, if your car needs repairs at the mechanic, if you need to pay for your child's graduation ceremony, if you passed away right now, all those things would still be needing attention. Remember, when we wake up each morning, we're giving a quiet gift. We're given a clean slate. We're given a new opportunity. Don't focus on tomorrow. Don't focus on next week. We are not disregarding our responsibilities. All situations in our lives will be addressed. We are just lightening the load. By focusing our attention on today, we free ourselves from the pressure of having to figure everything out all at once. Matthew chapter 6 verse 34 says, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." Jesus directly teaches here about the futility of worrying about the future. He emphasizes that each day has its own set of challenges and responsibilities, and adding tomorrow's concerns only adds unnecessary weight. This verse reminds us that God designed time in daily increments for a reason. Worrying about the future drains us of the strength we need for today. When we focus on the present, we become more grounded, effective, and faithful stewards of the moment we're in. Lamentations chapter 3 verses 22 and 23 say, "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." This passage declares that God's mercy is renewed daily. Every morning brings with it a fresh start and new opportunities to receive grace and begin again. Living one day at a time is not just practical, it is deeply spiritual. God gives us what we need for this day, not all days at once. Trusting that His mercy is new every morning encourages us to release yesterday's burdens and not fear tomorrow's unknowns. Psalm 118 verse 24 says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." This verse reminds us to celebrate the current day as a gift from God. When we treat today as something divinely given, we are more likely to approach it with gratitude, joy, and intention. This mindset helps us to fully engage in the moment. It helps us to find contentment in the simple things. Exodus chapter 16 verse 4 says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, I will rain down bread from heaven for you. The people are to go out each day and gather enough for that day. When God provided bread for the Israelites in the desert, He told them to gather only what they needed for each day. Trying to store more showed a lack of trust, and the excess would spoil. This story teaches us about divine provision. God gives us daily bread, not weekly stockpiles. Learning to trust Him for today's needs builds faith, humility, and dependence on Him instead of ourselves. James chapter 4 verses 13 to 15 say, "Now listen, you who say, 'Today or tomorrow we will go to this or that city.' Why? You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. Instead, you ought to say, 'If it is the Lord's will, we will live and do this or that.'" James warns against overconfidence in future plans. Instead, we should acknowledge God's sovereignty over our lives and focus on what's before us. This verse makes me appreciate when people say, "God willing," or the Spanish version, "Si Dios quiere." Planning isn't wrong, but living anxiously in the future removes us from where God is presently working. Living one day at a time doesn't mean we ignore what's ahead. It means we submit it to God and live today with humble trust. The Bible consistently teaches that while the future is in God's hands, today is where our attention, energy, and faith are best invested. Embracing each day with grace and trust transforms how we live. Embracing each day with grace and trust transforms how we love. Embracing each day with grace and trust changes how we relate to God and others, one moment at a time. The way we engage with our present days greatly influences the people we become. The way we approach our daily lives greatly influences the lives we lead in the future. By staying present, by appreciating each day, and by making the most of each day, we prepare ourselves naturally to meet whatever comes next. We're ready for tomorrow. We're ready for the future. When we focus our energy on the now, we find we're more than capable of handling whatever lies ahead. You don't have to wait years to see major changes. Some of the most meaningful transformations happen in the daily choice to show up, the daily choice to be present, and the daily choice to do our best with what we have. The future will take care of itself, but today is ours to live, to love, and to cherish. So take a breath. Let go of the need to control what's out of your reach. And remember, life becomes far more beautiful when we live it one day at a time. Thank you for joining me today. Peace and God bless you all.